this morning, ready to support their sturdy Golden Bears. Today, a couple of teams getting set to square off in an ACC battle. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Duke Blue Devils, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the California Golden Bears. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Golden Bears will kick it away to start us off. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Duke's offense takes the field. And David, they've got a receiver that if he is able to command some extra attention, it could really help get this offense going.
Nah, you need that playmaker out wide. That guy makes the whole thing go, right? Having a guy, if you want to play man-to-man coverage, he's going to beat you. And he's shown the ability to do that sometimes for this offense. And he's a guy that has the defense's attention.
Yeah, I don't think this guy's winning the Bolitnikoff award necessarily, but you're right, David. When he's one-on-one, he should be able to win those matchups. And based on how he's played this season, this quarterback should feel really good and really confident when he throws his way.
Third and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it downfield. Makes the catch down the right side. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold it.
That penalty cost them a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Going to take a shot. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Blue Devils will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll field the punt and look for room. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. So the Cal Golden Bears offense will have its first possession of the game. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming to this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Golden Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. The Golden Bears are threatening in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Finds his big tight end. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but you got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You want to stop the jet sweep and be successful, get some penetration right now towards those edges, right where they're running the football. Defense was ready, got him on the ground, and stopped that play before it ever got started.
And that's good for the completion percentage and bad for the yardage. They lose ground on that one.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage, but you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Here's the pressure. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And that is the way you set the tone. Man, early and often. Here in the first quarter, getting your first sack. Nice job by this defense. They had 4 last week, and it's looking like today it's going to be more of the same.
Absolutely perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. The coach has to be happy with that.
And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Got his man quickly. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about.
Hold it.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Finds a man on the right. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Wants to throw on first down. Trying to get behind the defense. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And what a play by the defender. He's on an island all by himself in cover 1 man coverage. Just him and the wide out, and he ends up winning, coming up with a big INT.
Right on the money. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10. Quick completion to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
He's got his man. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. Breaks the tackle. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. And the Golden Bears start moving quickly down the field.
Man, a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
The Golden Bears have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wide receiver going in motion. He leaves it with his back.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Going to the ground. Brought down at the 37-yard line, and this defense denies them on 3rd down. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Field goal is good. That'll give them an early 6-0 lead.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They'd love to get something started here, down 6-0. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Gets it out fast.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Leaves it with the back. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. To the air on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. As you watch how a season unfolds and you get off to a good start like these guys have in ACC play, that momentum can really be powerful.
Oh, 100%. The momentum, the confidence. Like, you go from starting the season and saying, we want to be great in these areas, and now you're starting to see it, starting to pile up some conference wins. Now, Jesse, getting to the middle of the season, and you got to continue to evolve, right, and be ready for some of these rivalries.
No doubt about it. And I think they also like the fact that they've got some guys stepping up and making plays consistently. It's one thing to do it off in non-conference play against weaker competition early in the year, but now that you're into the meat of your ACC schedule, they've got guys on both sides of the ball that they can count on week in, week out.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. He's got him this time. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. And the Blue Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll keep it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Yeah, and half of the QB calls his own number and all these options, obviously multiple plays. He decides to stick with it, get some positive yards, and now what's next off of that? What's my next read off of that? How am I going to mix things up and keep this defense off balance?
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
Well, it's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it, and how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
This is a designed run. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Lets it fly. Got his man downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Now on first down from the 28. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you can tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Quick strike complete. No chance to run, but still a good gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Golden Bears are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun on 3rd down. Looking downfield. Complete to the right. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. The Golden Bears are marching down the field. Punts it out of the air. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
He's going to take off. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. And the Golden Bears will punt it away on 4th down. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. When you're playing from behind, you can't afford to give it up the way they did the last drive, David.
No doubt, you cannot give the football away. Again, turnovers are the biggest stats in winning and losing games. You're behind, Palmer. Take care of the ball, but we got to go get a score here.
Yeah, and they just got to do a better job executing. I like the game plan so far for them, but they just need to go out and do a better job connecting the dots.
First down here for the offense. Looking to throw on first down. A strike downfield. Kearney on the Jets. Touchdown, Blue Devils. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Man, it just means more in the SEC, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Georgia is on top, but this is a close game, and, you know, back in the day, you'd feed Herschel Walker and go home. That guy needs to emerge for them today. They're up by a field goal over Kentucky. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes, we'll hear about it here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Complete on the shuffle. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. They'll move the wide receiver. Quick completion on the out route. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Golden Bears can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Finds his back in the middle. Gets it out to the 40-yard line. Give him 5 on that one. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Gonna look downfield again. Fires to the tight end. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. When you've already seen your quarterback go down 3 times, you might as well try holding, and they didn't get away with it. 1st down here for the offense. He wants to throw it. Fakes the grab on the left. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
Wants to go up top. Get it out on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, try to get that elusive guy on the ground.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. On the move. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Quarterback now breaking the field. It's a fumble. And he was able to get back on top of his own fumble.
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
The Blue Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. 1st and 10 coming up. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside.
And after having a nice game like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on 2nd down, on 3rd, you won't have that long to go.
Dances away to buy time. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. And the Blue Devils will have it 1st and 10. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. QB got it himself. And this is why a mobile quarterback is a defensive coordinator's worst nightmare. He has just been running wild all day. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Looking to throw on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Lets it fly deep downfield. And that one is picked off in the end zone.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters today from there in Berkeley. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside California Memorial Stadium.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. RPO complete to open the drive. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I'm the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Caught in the backfield, it's Morris. Tackle is made at the 23. Let's call it a 5-yard pickup. It's first down from their own 23-yard line. The give to the left side. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot. And this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up. But somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. And the Golden Bears have this offense rolling. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Finds his tight end. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
They've got it first and 10 at the 50. Look out, he's got room. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Tell you what, that read game really slows you down defensively, kind of makes you play responsibility football. And when you get chunks like that on first down as an offense, I would continue to come back to it.
Got his man in the middle. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. The Golden Bears kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking downfield on first down. It's complete to the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Play number 9 on this drive. Handoff from the gun. Makes his man miss. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. And the Golden Bears will snap it on first and 10. Direct snap. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
You're down, obviously, at the half. You had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
And, yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Cal! And that one will give them the lead. They'll line up to go for 2. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown. He'll
start the return inside his 5. He had visions of glory on that return, but he'll step out of bounds at the 29. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Gets it out quickly. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Got a little space. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. He's got him. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And now on second down for this offense. Wants to go up top. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Shoots it to the left. Got a man. It's Little. He'll work his way down to the 28.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Backed up now, here's second and long. They just keep firing. He'll try to do it himself. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
He'll take it himself. Into the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
And another big run. There is nothing more frustrating as a defensive guy trying to stop a guy that you just can't bottle up. You can't get him to the ground. He continues to make big play after big play. I just don't have any more answers for him.
And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Got it back on second and goal. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
From the gun. Sweet grab in the end zone for the 2.
You know, teams practice two-point plays all throughout the week and all throughout the year for situations like that. You need to make it a 3-point game so your opponent can only tie now with a field goal. Great job of execution.
There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. Guys, time has expired here in the quarter, and Duke is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Final stance of the game, and we'll start with the first down. To the ground with the back. Got the first down. Looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Out of the backfield, he's open. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Picks up the 1st down, still moving. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. The Golden Bears getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Going to throw it over the top of the deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Part in the backfield. It's James. Finds a crease at the 20. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick hitting end around on 1st and goal. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop. Trying to pound it in. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
All the plays, all the plans, all the schemes, and it will be decided on this kick. A short kick, but that angle from the right can be a little tricky. And this one is perfect. And guys, we are deadlocked here in the final period.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Pulls and fires complete. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to the...
Turning it on! They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior. Makes a play after the grab.
What a weapon this guy is, right? At the tight end position, not only can he get open, he can run away from people after the catch. He's a big dude, so he's hard to bring down anyway, but the speed is what makes him different.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Blue Devils with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. This time, they get him in the backfield, and they take back what he got on the previous play. It's 3rd and goal, and a long way from the end zone. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. He got it, and they go back on top. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
Cal gets it back, the sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
Got his man. Using the pads, using the stiff arm, using all kind of strength to get it across the 25 to the 26. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. If they're going to keep this drive going, they'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete on the right side. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. And the Golden Bears have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Working that left side now.
And that is perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays. Don't want to give up those 1st downs and just make that clock.
Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Motion from the wideout. From the red zone, looking for a space. They've got the screen set up. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Sends it back in motion. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Touchdown, Golden Bear! And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
And that is phenomenal quarterback. Understanding right away, dude, you're going to bring pressure. I'm getting the ball to my playmaker right now. Let him do the rest. Let him glide into the end zone. Make me look really good. Good timing. Good decision by the quarterback, getting it out quick.
On the move from inside his 5. He gets a block. Got a little room. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space. Great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. The DBs will back off a bit. Looking to throw on first down. Complete. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Wants to throw and not much time to work with. Here comes the heat. They make the stop and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance as a coaching